So Cardo just announced a new feature for the next gen series of comm devices. They've added the ability to record the audio from your intercom. I actually spoke with the Cardo rep at their booth at MotoGP in 2022 and had a discussion regarding adding this ability and how it would change the motovlogging landscape. He actually called over one of the engineers there in the booth and we had a discussion about it. And he basically said, hey, that's a great idea. Now, at the time, the Senna 50C, I didn't realize this, but had already had that ability. It's a motovlogging device which has a camera built into it, so naturally it would already have that recording ability built in. So I like to think that my conversation with them had some weight in them adding this feature recently. However, I think they were probably just playing catch up to the competition. Prior to this, I used a makeshift device. It was basically a GoPro with with a mic attached to it, and it required an adapter. Now this is awkward and cumbersome, and you have to run wires through your helmet every time you want to motovlog. And so I thought having the ability to record directly to your phone would be really beneficial. So to get this to work, first you have to update your unit's firmware through the Cardo Connect app. Then you update the Cardo Connect app through your phone's app store. From there it's pretty straightforward. You'll have a new button added to your home screen that initiates the voice recording. I actually ran into an issue. It actually would disconnect the intercom every time I tried to record.
Now I'm going to try voice recording. Can you hear me? Say that again?
Yes.
I can't hear you.
And what I didn't realize is because both of the units that I was using to do the test were paired to my phone, or at least they had been paired to my phone at some point. So the Bluetooth was trying to connect to my phone. And every time I initiated recording, it would actually cut the other person off. I had to unpair the other device from my phone in order to get it to work. Now this probably wouldn't be an issue in a normal riding situation because all of your friends with their Cardo units aren't going to be paired to your phone anyway. So that's usually not an issue, but it's something to note in case anyone out there has that issue as well. Here's some examples of the recording quality through the Cardo Connect app versus the GoPro Hero 4 and microphone inside the helmet. Tell me what you think.
All right, so here we go. We're recording directly to the app, and we're recording on the GoPro at the same time. Try to do an A to B comparison. Okay, here I am on the outer road. Whew, be careful. Accelerating. This is what it sounds like when I'm accelerating with the Cardo app audio. And this is what it sounds like when I'm accelerating with the GoPro app. With the GoPro on. This is the GoPro audio. This is the Cardo audio. Does it sound similar or the same or different? Cardo microphone actually does a very good job of noise cancellation. It's not really the microphone, but the software does a very good job of noise cancellation. So I'm curious to see how it's going to sound going through the Cardo microphone and noise cancellation setup, recording to the app at high speed. So here we go, 76 miles an hour. We're on the highway. We're talking. And we're talking about things that are interesting, and oh my gosh, he's saying such interesting things. And now I want to subscribe to the channel, Epic Motorcycle channel on YouTube and Instagram. Subscribe to stay in touch with all of the latest goings on the channel. We're going to have a lot of new content coming up.
Okay, now here's how it sounds when it's paired with another rider, so you can hear both voices on the recording.
Voice recording. And can you hear me?
Can hear you.
Oh, it's working now. Okay, so that was totally the issue. I think what was happening was previously I had the other units, the Bluetooth was turned on, and so they were also trying to connect to my phone. But when I unpaired the other units from my phone and only had this unit paired to the phone, then it's starting to work. That's the trick. Huzzah!
Huzzah! Huzzah, Melvin!
The Epic Sasquatch Hunt and the Lost Tomb of Chimilteplik.
Yeah, and that one. All on Epic Motorcycle channel for your viewing pleasure. Enjoy!
Awesome, it worked.
in order to access the files, plug in your phone, go to internal storage, then music, and then Cardo Connect recordings. And there you'll find the MP3 files of all your recordings. So here's some final thoughts. Overall, the audio quality sounds great. However, there's some caveats to using this. Since the Cardo has great noise cancellation, it actually mutes out the ambient noise while you're writing. So the engine or ambient sounds while you're writing is not being fed through the recording. So this might sound awkward if you're moto-vlogging to only hear your voice and not hear the ambient sounds around you.
All right, so here we go. We're recording directly to the app, and we're recording on the GoPro at the same time.
Okay, number 2. There's no Hey Cardo command to initiate voice recording. That would be really handy if while you're writing, you can just say, Hey Cardo, start recording, and it will do it for you. But instead, you have to go through the app.
Hey Cardo, start recording. I'm not sure if there's a voice command to start recording, but that would be awesome. Hey Cardo, recording on. Nope.
That brings us to caveat number 3. Once you're recording, no voice commands work. You can't say, Hey Cardo, turn on the radio. You can't say, Hey Cardo, turn on music. And I don't think that your nav function will work on your phone either.
Hey Cardo, radio on. Okay, what if I pause it? Hey Cardo, radio on. Hey Cardo, music on. Okay, let's try stopping it. Hey Cardo, radio on. Oh.
Basically what happens, once you start recording, it shuts down everything except for the intercom and the recording. So that's it, nothing else. You're dead in the water. Now, other people connected to you, theirs will work just fine, but the person recording, you won't be able to do anything except record the conversation. I hope this video was helpful. I'll see you in the next one. And as always, do epic shit.